Hello YouTube, Dylan the Shadal Duelist here, back with a different type of video than I usually bring you guys. I have my very first deck profile, which I'm very excited to bring to you guys, using Atlantean Mermail Orcust. I actually uploaded a video just before the Banlist dropped showcasing a similar deck to this on YGO Pro and a deck that I was using. And then, of course, obviously, the Banlist dropped and we lost Rusty Bardiche, which hurt Orcust decks in general, but I still believe Orcust is still a very, very powerful meta contender, especially with this build. This is my favorite build of Orcust, and I just want to show you guys the deck updated. I thought might as well bring you an actual deck profile post July 2019 ban list. So, with that little introduction out of the way, let's get started. So, our first card is going to be 3 Neptibus the Atlantean Prince. This card is our main starter of the deck. He is a 1-card combo. If you open Neptibus himself, he sends a water monster, an Atlantean monster from your deck to the graveyard to add an Atlantean monster from your deck to your hand. Very powerful card. He is by himself a 1-card combo, but if you open him up with another card, which I'll get to later, he is a part of a 2-card combo, and then he is also used in a second 2-card combo, but you don't need to open him up. However, he is a very, very important card in this deck, and you always want to run 3 of him. So 3 Neptibus, plus also we are technically kind of sort of running a 4th Neptibus in the form of Deep Sea Diva. She grabs your Neptibus from the deck when she's normal summoned, and she acts as a second body for Neptibus when you go into your Nightmare plays, or she can act as another body for link climbing, etc. So 3 Neptibus, 1 Deep Sea Diva. Next, we have 3 Atlantean Dragoons. This is probably the second most important card in the deck. That is the target you will most likely be going for with Neptibus. When it's sent to the graveyard by the effect of, to activate the effect of a water monster, you get to add a Sea Serpent monster from your deck to your hand. So Atlantean Dragoons is very, very important, a very, very powerful card, and if you open it with Abysteus, you get the best combo in the deck, which I will go over after as well. So 3 Atlantean Dragoons, and rounding off our Atlantean monsters, we play 1 Atlantean Heavy Infantry. Just a cute little card that can pop a face-up card on your opponent's side of the field. If you send him for Neptibus or Mermaid or anything like that, it's not at all key to the deck. You could easily drop it. However, like I said, it's nice for when you need a pop. So on to the Mermail side of the deck, we have 3 Mermail Abysteus. This card is a very, very good card in the deck. If you open up Abysteus and Dragoons, you actually get a True King of All Calamities on the field, most likely. So, very, very good card. Special summons itself from the hand by discarding a water monster, and then adds another Mermail monster, a level 4 or lower Mermail monster from your deck to your hand, which, again, is very key because the target we will be adding with Abysteus is going to be Mermail Abyssmander. Abyssmander doesn't extend any of your combos or anything, but it is very important as it is level modulation for your Mermail monsters. You can banish it from the graveyard and either increase the levels of your Mermail monsters by 1 or 2. So you can go into rank 8 plays or rank 9 plays for your True King of All Calamities. So we run the single Abyssmander. Rounding off our Mermail monsters is 1 Mermail Abyss Megalo. Very key in the True King of All Calamities play, plus also its Abyss Megalo. You can use him for OTKs. He's a 24 body on the field, which is really nice. Can attack twice by tributing another water monster. Also, he searches potential discard fodder. All around a great card. You don't need to run more than one. I have tried running two, and I find that in that regards, he bricks more than anything. So one Abyss Megalo, I think, is fine. So rounding off our, well, not rounding off, but our next piece of generic water support is Lapis Dragon. That is the card you are going to be adding with Dragoons. Yes. When you send your Dragoons to the graveyard, you're going to be adding your Lapis Dragon to your hand. When it's added to the hand by a card effect, it special summons itself onto the field. And that is most likely Lapis Dragon plus Neptibus will be how you start your Nightmare plays. Only run one. It's a brick in the hand. You could technically discard it for Abyss Megalo or Abyss Deus or anything, but you don't really get any pluses off of that. So you only run one Lapis Dragon. Very important card in the deck. Our final water support is Mulan Glacia, the Elemental Lord. You are going to be adding this off of the second Dragoons pitch, technically. It is very, very powerful in this deck. It is very easy to get the 5 water monsters you need in your grave. Special summon it, rip 2 cards out of your opponent's hand, and there you go. They're already 2 cards short of how to play Mulan Glacia. Just need the one. Drawing it's not the worst thing in the world, but you're never really going to go into more than one Mulan Glacia per duel. So further extenders is going to be obviously your Neospace Connector and Aqua Dolphin combo. Funny, a cute little interaction Aqua Dolphin has with the Mermails and the Atlanteans more than the Mermails. If you discard a Atlantean monster for Aqua Dolphin's effect, you actually do get the the Atlanteans effects off because Aqua Dolphin's a water monster. So cute little thing there. Don't really need to explain. Neospace Connector has been a staple extender in the deck since its conception, basically. So fun little tech I run in this is 3 Tenyi Spirits Vishuda. Now, I know what you must be thinking. Why are you running Tenyi in Mermail Orcust? Which I can easily explain to you. Vishuda, going first, is a free body on board. If you have in case you guys don't know, since Tenyi were just released, if you control no effect monsters, you can special summon Vishuda from your hand for free. So it's a free body on field, and then also, if you control a non-effect monster, you can actually banish Vishuda from your graveyard or hand, and basically bounce a card on your opponent's side of the field back to their hand. So the combo here is you summon Vishuda, and then you link into Monk of the Tenyi, and then if you're going second, you can bounce a card. If not, I mean, it's a free extender, basically. So, Tenyi Spirit Vishuda, I really, really love this card in the deck. It's really, really nice, and it's, like I said, it's a free extender and a potential free bounce. So, with our extenders out of the way, let's get on to our Orcus. We run 2 Orcus Harp Horror, 2 Symbol Skeletons, and 2 Nightmares. Now, I know a lot of people like to run maybe a little less of the Orcus monsters, but personally, these are my preferred ratio, simply because if you draw into your Harp Horror, if you draw into your Symbol Skeleton, if you draw into your Nightmare, your Orcus combo is done. At least with technically, yes, you do have more of a chance drawing into them by running 2 each. However, at the same time, if you do draw into 1, you still have 1 live in your deck, because you send the Harp Horde to the graveyard with Nightmare. Nightmare, you're obviously summoning off of Mermaid, and then you're special summoning Skeleton from your deck with Horror. So if you lose one of these cards, your entire Orcus combo is dead. So that's why I personally prefer to run 2 each. I mean, however, you are free to run it however you like. If you prefer less, if you want to maybe run 2 horrors and 1 skeleton, you can easily. Or if you just want to run 1 of each, again, that's not a problem. And then just onto the hand traps, I run 3 Ash Blossom Joyous Spring. Obviously, it's one of the best cards in the format right now, able to stop searches. I was running Effect Failure until I decided to run Vishuda. You know what? I mean, if you want to run more hand traps, you can easily take Vishuda out. However, I think 3 Ash Blossoms is totally fine. Now onto our spells and traps. Obviously, 1 Babble. You don't need any more than 1. You can search it off of Galatea, and yeah, it brings itself back. You don't need to run more than 1. 1 Abyss Scale of the Mizuchi. This card is really cool. You search it off of Abyss Megalo. It can be discard fodder for Mermaid. However, cute little thing is if you have a Mermail on the field, it can actually act as a spell negate. So cute little thing there. Then obviously our staples: 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Reinforcement of the Army, and 1 1-for-1. 1-for-1 nabs you Abyss from your deck. Reinforcement of the Army searches out Neospace Connector, plus is also Ash Bait, and Monster Reborn obviously is Monster Reborn. And then finally, last but not least, or well, not technically last, 3 Called by the Grave. We are running a combo deck here. Ash Blossom is our worst enemy, followed closely by Lancia. So Called by the Grave helps keep your combos going. And then obviously the 1 Orcust Crescendo. Really self-explanatory there. Searches off of Galatea, is a free negate. It's fantastic. So that is the main deck out of the way. Now onto the extra deck. We run 3 Galatea, the Orcust Automaton. Obviously, linchpin of the deck. She searches out your Crescendo and your Babble. Fantastic card. Really keeps the deck together. Really don't know what else to say. It's Galatea in an Orcust deck. 1 Longirsu, the Orcust Orchestrator. With Bardiche gone, you really need a Link 3 to go into. Longirsu not only keeps your your Crescendo live. However, if you have Babble on the field, he is quick play monster removal, possibly. And I do run 1 Orcustrion. Again, it's a 3,000 booty, body, I should say. And it turns off monster effects. It's really nice as 2 upwards pointing arrows, and 2 downward arrows for whatever plays you need. Really nice card. I run 1. If I had Boral's Sword, I'd probably run that instead. However, I just prefer running Orcustrion at the moment since I don't have Boral's Sword. Speaking of Borals, I run 1 Boral Low Dragon. Again, if I had Boral's Sword, I'd probably run that over this even, possibly. But Boral Low, it's a decent card. Still really good. Can't be targeted by monster effects and steals monsters. It's decent. I have yet to really make it, though. Typically, I either win before I need to, or I'm unable to. And then our Tenyi package going with the Vishuda, 1 Monk of the Tenyi and 1 Berserker of the Tenyi. Monk of the Tenyi keeps your Vishuda live when you link into it, plus also has some nice interactions with the Nightmare cards. It is a downward pointing arrow, so if you have Monk of Tenyi on the field and then link summon into your Nightmare Cerberus or Phoenix and you are using their effect, you do get the draw. And then Berserker of the Tenyi, it's a link 3 3000 beater, and also keeps your other Vishudas live late game. We have our Nightmare package, so Nightmare Mermaid, Phoenix, and Cerberus. Really, these are obviously just your stepping stones to go into Mermaid. However, Cerberus and Phoenix going second can help get rid of problematic cards. Sorry about that, guys. That is my cat in the background. On to our Xyz monsters. 1 Dingirsu, the Orcust of the Evening Star. You could run 2, however, I do like running 1 since it's so easy to recur him and summon him. Great card, really helps keep Orcust competitive, and as long as Dingirsu is around, I think Orcust will have the chance to still possibly be competitive. And then our next rank 8 is number 38, Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. It's a spell negate. You can make it with Mooling Glacia and a level 8 Abysteus. There's actually a combo that lets you do that. It's a 3,000 body, and it's a spell negate. And then for depending on your matchup, a number 68 Send Fund the Sky Prison. This card, you probably won't make it as often, but it's nice as it stops monsters from being special summoned from the graveyard. So in the mirror match, it's decent. And basically in any deck that revolves around utilizing their graveyard, really, really nice card. And last but not least, one True King of All Calamities. One of the main reasons you even want to run this deck. True King of All Calamities is amazing. You can make this if you have an Abysteus and a Dragoons in your hand. This card can just shut down decks by itself. But when you have the combination of either Dingirsu to protect things or a Crescendo face down, it's amazing. So, great card. So, as you guys can see, the deck still functions quite well, even without the 2 extra negates with Rusty Bardiche. Being able just to rip cards out of your opponent's hand is really, really nice. And just, you know, the interactions the cards have with each other are also really cool as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed my very first I guess you could call it deck profile. It is a deck profile. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed bringing it to you guys. And if you'd like to see more deck profiles, let me know. I am always trying my best to get new cards physically in order to, you know, play the game. Right now I'm thinking of building my Dinosaur Guard Dragon deck. So we'll see if that ever comes to fruition, or if LP gets banned before I make it. God, I hope so. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you ring that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, guys, this is Dylan the Shadal Duelist, signing out.